When you come alongside of a person as a Barnabas, you're helping them to figure out where they are, where God wants them to go, and what are the next steps that they can take in that journey to move toward where God wants them to go. And so it's important to have a conversation conclude with some clarity in terms of what are the next steps they're going to take. And so after you've had the dialogue and the processing, all the various things that are going on, I like to make sure I leave at least 10 minutes or so at the end to say, so what are the core actions that you want to take in light of this conversation? Or what are you sensing God is prompting you to do? Or what steps will you take in the next 30 days to move forward on what we've been talking about? And that gives them a chance to begin to then solidify, of all the possibilities that have been raised, which are the ones that they're sensing God really wants them to take. And so that's when they begin to process that. In some cases, when you ask that question, they're very clear. You don't immediately say, well, there's 3 things that I need to do, and it's 1, 2, 3. And you say, well, you know, who can help you with that? When are you going to have that? When do you sense you could get that done by? Or when do you think God wants you to have that done by? You know, and they make the time commitments. So you write those down in the My Coach Log section so they have a recording of that. Other times they're not exactly sure, so they say, well, why don't you just brainstorm? What are the possible action steps that you could take? And without committing to them, what are the possibilities? And then they list out the possibilities. Then you can say, well, which of these are you sensing God wants you to actually do? And they say, well, this one and this one. Okay, well, when can you have that done by, or when do you expect that could be done? And then you calendar that and get that into their system. So it's always helpful to make sure that people walk away from the conversation with not only insights and all the ahas, but they actually can translate that to the next steps in their journey to move forward toward where they're going. And it's not necessary to have a complete plan that works the whole thing out, but at least they have enough clarity of what steps they're going to take between now and the next time that you're going to get together. That way they can make some progress, and then you have something to celebrate the next time you get together.